Who doesn't love a beautiful ring or a nice pair of earrings that have been crafted with your favorite gemstone? For nearly all of human history, people have been fascinated with jewelry containing some of the Earth's most magnificent minerals, rocks, or gems. Some of these stones have proven to be extremely valuable over the years, with many vendors requesting millions of dollars for the stones. Here are some of the most expensive gemstones ever found, and the number one is truly a work of art.
If you were going to buy this, how much would it cost?
$250,000.
7. Pike County, Arkansas is home to a U.S. state park known as the Crater of Diamonds. Thousands of individuals visit the park each year in hopes of striking it rich because the park allows visitors to freely dig around in search of various gemstones, predominantly diamonds. Countless diamonds have been found at the park over the years, allowing people to profit tens of thousands of dollars from the journey. Visitors are charged a small entry fee and are then allowed to rent buckets, shovels, and other hunting equipment so that they can venture into the park in search of their rare finds. In 1990, one of the most amazing discoveries was made at the park. Shirley Strawn was digging around when she found the famous Strawn-Wagner diamond. This diamond weighed around 3.09 carats, or 620 milligrams upon its discovery. It was later cut down to around 1.09 carats and was given a perfect grade by AGS. The diamond was rated 000 by the Gemological Institute of America, meaning that it is entirely flawless in its clarity, cut, and color. This marked the first time in human history that a diamond of this grade had ever been discovered. According to members of the AGS laboratory, the diamond is considered to be the rarest in the world and is a 1 in a billion discovery. There are no other diamonds like it in existence, and experts don't expect that another one of its clarity will ever be found. Since it is the only diamond of its kind, its value is unknown. To its owner and many experts, the diamond is priceless. 6. Back in 1956, the world's largest and most expensive opal stone was found at the 8 Mile Opal Field, located in southern Australia. The rock was found around 29 feet underground and was named the Olympic Australis. Its name came from the fact that the Olympic Games were being held in Melbourne at the time, so it was only fitting that the rock was named in their honor. This chunk of opal was found to weigh an unbelievable 17,000 carats and is estimated to be around 99% quality. It took several decades before experts were willing to place value on the stone, but in 2005, it was valued at $2.5 million. Because of the rock's high purity, it is estimated that around 7,000 carats could be cut from the rock to make jewelry, but the rock has never been cut or altered due to its extreme rarity. It has remained in its natural organic state since its discovery. It is currently displayed in Melbourne at the Altman and Cherney offices. 5. The world record for the largest chunk of topaz to have ever been found was given to the American gold topaz. This is one of the largest facet gems to have ever been discovered, and by far the largest gold topaz. It is around 22,000 carats in weight and has 172 facets, or flat areas, that have been cut into the gem to reflect light and add clarity. This stone was cut from a larger chunk of topaz that weighed around 26 pounds before being cut and cleaned. The original version of this topaz was found in Brazil and was cut and stylized over 2 years. The stone was eventually donated to the Smithsonian Institute in 1988 and is currently on display at the National Museum of Natural History, located in Washington, D.C. No one has ever placed a value on this gemstone, but it is estimated to be worth several $million. 4. Many of the world's most valuable gems are diamonds. The vast majority of these diamonds have been cut, colored, and graded and considered to be nearly flawless. One of these diamonds was discovered back in the 1950s by American jeweler Harry Winston. Winston purchased an incredibly rare pink diamond from an anonymous collector, which was around 25 carats large. According to Winston, this was one of the greatest and most precious diamonds he had ever laid his eyes on. It was labeled by the Gemological Institute of America as a fancy intense pink diamond, which is considered to be one of the agency's highest ratings. The stone was later evaluated by another institute that credited it as being one of the top 2% of diamonds to have ever been discovered. It has since been cut into a rectangle with rounded corners and is mounted on a ring. This ring is far too large for anyone to realistically wear. But its setting was chosen in place of simply displaying the item on a basic stand or behind glass. Winston later sold the diamond to a private collector who maintained ownership until 2010. It was then placed in an auction by Sotheby's Auctioneers, located in Switzerland. It sold for a whopping $46 million, claiming its place as the most valuable gem to have ever been sold at auction. It was purchased by a well-known diamond dealer, Lawrence Graff, who named it Graff Pink.
Precious.
3. Way back in 1907, the world's largest blue sapphire was discovered in Sri Lanka near Adams Peak. At the time, blue sapphire was one of the rarest colors of sapphire to ever have been found on Earth, which made the stone even more valuable. The stone was taken into an expert who cut and polished it into what is now known as the Blue Giant of the Orient. It was weighed and measured in at 466 carats and remains the largest blue sapphire to ever have been discovered. The Blue Giant of the Orient is said to have full color saturation and emits an immense blue glow. When placed under ultraviolet light, it shines an incredible orange-red hue that is utterly jaw-dropping. Shortly after its discovery, the stone was estimated to be worth just $7,000. However, this number has increased dramatically in recent years. Shortly thereafter, it was sold to an anonymous buyer, and its whereabouts were unknown until 2004 when the sapphire was rediscovered. It was sold at Christie's Magnificent Jewels in May of that year, but its price tag is unknown. This particular sale was not documented as being the famous Blue Giant of the Orient, but its sizing was far too similar for this to have been a coincidence, especially since no similar sapphires have been discovered since 1907. In this particular sale, the gem was listed as being 486 carats, making it the largest sapphire to have ever been sold at auction. Researchers and experts strongly believe that this is the same gem to have been found in 1907, and that it was likely incorrectly weighed at the time of its original discovery. Strangely, the Blue Giant of the Orient didn't sell at the auction, but it was later purchased by a private party for just $1 million, far less than its anticipated sale price. Experts have been incredibly suspicious about this purchase for many years since it took place, and no one is sure why the gem sold for such a small amount of money, relative to its actual worth. 2. 1888 was a remarkable year for the diamond industry and diamond collectors alike. 1888 marks the year that, at the time, the largest diamond in the world was discovered. This title has since been claimed by other diamonds, but the discovery of the De Beers diamond has continued to live on as one of the most remarkable diamond discoveries in human history. The diamond was weighed at 428 carats, but was cut down to be just 234. Its clarity grade is currently unknown, but it has a slightly pale yellow hue that is uncommon among many diamonds. This diamond is currently listed as the 8th largest in the world. By 1928, the diamond had been placed into the Patiala necklace, which had been created and designed by the House of Cartier for Bhupinder Singh of Patiala. The necklace is estimated to be one of the most expensive pieces of jewelry ever created and contained a total of 2,930 diamonds, including the De Beers diamond. The total weight of the diamond came to an astonishing 962 carats. However, several years later in 1948, the necklace mysteriously disappeared. No one knows exactly what happened to the necklace, and countless theories have been posed over the years. By May of 1982, the diamond had been rediscovered, but the necklace was nowhere to be found. The diamond was placed in an auction at Sotheby's, with bids making their way up to $3.16 million. But the reserve was not met, so the diamond was not sold. In 1998, portions of the Patiala necklace were found for sale in a second-hand store in London. All of the larger stones had been removed from the necklace, including the De Beers diamond. The last known viewing of the De Beers diamond was at an auction in 1982, and the diamond has remained unaccounted for since then. No one knows who owned the diamond last or who is rumored to currently own it. The diamond will likely come up for auction again in the future, but for the moment, it remains missing.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
1. In 1985, a rather unremarkable discovery was made in South Africa when a worker at a local mine discovered a 755-carat diamond. This discovery was unremarkable because the diamond was considered to be in very poor condition, as it was dubbed as being an ugly brown color. Many began to refer to the diamond as an ugly duckling, but it was later cut and polished and emitted a beautiful yellow color. From here, the story of this diamond changed dramatically, and it is now considered to be one of the most valuable diamonds in the world. It currently weighs 545 carats and is said to be worth up to $12 million. It is on display at the Royal Thai Palace as a crown jewel.